Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Kahalo Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Rakafadash. Alright. Double honors once again go out to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations also go out to the fellow Akim that are out there on the highways and byways pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth, trying to wake up the remaining hopeful elect. This is Naaman of the DC camp, and again, I'm going to be using two videos, so hey, got to give them their due. This is copyright disclaimer under Section 107. All right. Copyright Act of 1976 introduces the concept of fair use, permitting limited use of copyrighted material without permission from the copyright holder. This provision strikes a balance between the protection of intellectual property rights and the encouragement of creativity, education, and free expression. All right, fair use is not a rigid rule, but a flexible principle that encompasses purposes such as criticism, commentary, all right, which I am doing, news reporting, again, something else, education, again, something else, scholarship, research, and transformative work such as parodies, all right, which I will not be doing. All right, so we got that out of the way. How many times have we told you people, and this is from Mr. Phil Scott, is the Black Congregation, one of his many sites. How many times have we told you, especially you Jakes, all right, or tried to at least, that these so-called white people, and I say so-called because they're not white, all right, and when you understand what we're trying to tell you, we're giving you the description out of the scriptures of who you're dealing with, all right, they are incapable, all right, and I'm not going to get into the whole sociopath versus psychopath, deal because anyway, all you need to know when you're dealing with people such as this, now that I think about psychopaths, Psalms 58 verses 2 and 3 and 4, they are incapable. All right, these people are excellent actors. All right. That's why they make such, and even to themselves, I think they surprise themselves sometimes when we say, they're hypocrites, because they are. All right, they master all of this. All right, it's just in their spirit. This is how they were created. So, no more talking from me. So I'm going to go ahead and roll this video and just keep what I told you in mind. All right, this is someone here that evidently he's tired of, putting on the front. He's just letting you know about his people. Here we go. And all you have to do in order to confirm what he's saying is look at the comment boards. Just search around. Your local crime reports, your blogs, commentaries of these main... Hey, he brought up a good point on what's going on over there in Israel/Palestine now. Gaza Strip, all that. You're dealing with the same people. They are, by their actions alone, telling on themselves. It doesn't matter if you have an American Edomite, an Israeli Edomite, a French Edomite, an Italian Edomite, a German Edomite. All right. An Australian Edomite. Oh, that's a whole nother video in and of itself. All right. This is just, I quoted it. Let me go ahead and get it. All right. In fact, let's get a couple. So I am going to, because this is one of my favorites here, I'm going to use when I describe this for you morons marching up and down the streets looking like idiots, thinking you're going to get some type of justice from this piece of shit. All right. This is Psalms 43:1. It says, "Judge me, O Most High, and plead my cause against an ungodly nation." You know, and this is, you know, who wrote the Psalms. Think about that. The majority of them. All right. During that time period, what was going on? King David hated the Edomites, the so-called white man. He had garrisons built. All right. He said, "Oh, I plead my cause against an ungodly nation. Oh, deliver me from the deceitful and unjust man." There you go. Let's get another one. In the same book. Let's go to Psalms. Just down a little ways here. 58. Now start at 2. The Most High, who judges the earth. Alright, start at 2. "Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth." This is what they do. Alright. For the person to think that, man, you gotta, these damn Christians, especially you Jakes. Boy, the fix was in. And let me explain myself. You have been, what's the word I want to use? Unwitting enabler. That's about the closest thing. Let's get that definition. It's about the closest thing I can think of. Oh boy, let's see. For when it comes to these so-called Jews, you so-called Christians, they use the fuck out of you. Enabler, one who helps something to happen, one who encourages a bad habit in another, typically drug addiction, by his or her behavior, one who gives someone else the power to behave in a certain way. All right. Let's see. From Merriam-Webster, a person who facilitates the no, that's not it. You have, I may have to, let's see. I'll just keep it simple. You have been a supporter of these people. And that has allowed them, trying to find a little fancy word, all right, all this time, and they can't stand you. If you had bothered to read the Talmud, all right, as much of it as you could stand, you would know that they hate your guts. Why? Because you have the instrument, all right, the tool, all right, that describes who you're dealing with, and therefore why you should not be even around these people. But no, you got that philosophy. God loves everybody, and again, they use the fuck out of you because they don't even they don't deal with the scriptures. They are Talmudist. These people, when I read Psalms 43 and 1:4, the deceitful and unjust man. That's all he's about. Deceit and murder and thievery and all kinds of other wickedness. All right. So let's go back. These are the thoughts of an Edomite. This is the mind coming from the mind of an Edomite. Yeah, by and large, we already knew that, but again, you have to go deeper. I mean, it's one thing to say that, the average Jake said, the white man is the devil. Okay. Is that it? There's got to be more to it. But see, you leave it off at that, oh, it's so much more. All right. But like he was getting ready, like he said, we deep down, we know that this is our enemy, but Jake has been conditioned over time to put that to the side. I understand why under the curses, Deuteronomy specifically 28 and 48, because we got to go to this piece of shit for all things, in want of all things. Understand that. But still, there's an old saying. It says, serve your enemy with a long-handled spoon. All right. Jake don't even practice that. All right. And doesn't that, when you think about it, doesn't that send such a sort of mixed message to your enemy? Like, well, they hate me so much, and yet they always all look in my face. There's so much going on into the conditioning. Romans first chapter. What I refer to as the social conditioning chapter, the social engineering. Engineering chapter, and that's exactly what he's done. Our people, the vast majority, are through. All right, continuing on. Yeah, we ain't got nothing nothing to do with us. See, I failed to say this earlier. And they talking about human animals. Well, that's you. You're the one that just, you're talking about an animal. How would you characterize an animal? All right. That's more to you. In fact, the scriptures call you a base man. All right. And Daniel. All right. And it goes into it in Job 30th chapter. That's you. Look at the spirit that's in the earth here. That's a reflection of you. All right. That goes along with Isaiah 19 and 14 about that perverse spirit. All right. Pushing all these wicked agendas. That's you. A thing, a color. Yep. Yes, they had plenty of practice on us. Exactly. There's a saying, expression, whatever, about, and you would think, adding to my point earlier, that Jake has been in the hands of this devil for so long, but again, been conditioned as such. But the saying goes, if a person shows you what they're really about, believe them. How can you discount the history when it comes to our people, that's who I'm only concerned about. How can you just push all that away and think everything's all right, and that this person is going to change? Hasn't he proven that he's not after all this time? Person shows you what they're about. Believe them. You keep complaining about, see, that ain't right. See what they did over here to Jake? And look, this is their kingdom, which is fallen, by the way, but still, this is their kingdom. Why are you surprised? When any of this shit happens and it goes down, why are you surprised? That just tells me you still have hope and you still want to be here. Continuing on. Nope. Therefore they can't sympathize. Edomites, yes. And there's scriptures that go into that. They are made for that purpose. When you go into Romans, which we will real quick. Alright. He doesn't understand who the wicked is. Go to Malachi. Alright. Let's go to Romans real quick. Alright. Romans 9 answers several questions. But you Christians don't read. And when you read, you don't go in depth. Alright. You just skim over stuff. English is a bastardized language. If you solely dependent, being how old these scriptures are, if you're solely dependent on English, you wonder why you're lost. Oh man. This is Romans 9. Let's see, 21. Nah, let me start up. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Yeah, because this is what actually what's going on here. You know, you're making comparisons to, as it says in Revelation 11th chapter, verses 7 on down, about this, verse 8 being spiritual Sodom and Egypt. All right. It says, verse 17, for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee. The same thing is going on with this base individual that refers to himself as white. And he's not. They're red. They are Edomites. That I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. All right, bring such a low life up to, over everyone. Verse 18, therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and on whom he will he hardeneth, which he has done to the minds of these so-called white people. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? Nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? And this is this conceited bastard, one of them said, we don't care if God gets angry. Our science is to the point where we don't have to worry about that anymore. I'm paraphrasing. All right, one of these underlings for Klaus Schwab, I forget the piece of shit's name, verse 21. Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? What if the Most High, willing to shew his wrath and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, and that he may make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy which he had afore prepared unto glory, which will be Israel, the true Israelites, not the Israelis. So this reminds me too of, let's go to Ecclesiastes. All right. Because this devil just thinks, he thinks so much of himself. It's Ecclesiastes 1:15. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. You Christians out there, they were made to be the wicked. That's what they are. All right, let's go to 7. I believe it's around 7. Let's see. Is it 16? All right. Here it is. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 13. It says, "Consider the work of the Most High, for who can make that straight which he hath made crooked?" Arrogant bastards. We got kosher pork now. They have one of the biggest gay parades in the world in Tel Aviv. That land has to be cleansed. All right. Now, that's enough on that. You can. Let's see what little else you got. See, he doesn't quite understand that this is the Most High pulling the strings here, as he has always been doing. So those, if it were possible, those that don't feel that way for whatever reason, maybe the only way they feel that way is this: they're being exposed now. They don't want that. They want to go back to the way it was, where they had everybody under that spell. Isaiah 25:7. All right. No, they want to go back, to the way things were, where they enjoyed that, incognito in a way, But those days are over. All right. So let's go to the second video, talking about don't care. And this is a Jake that came in drunk. But still, what they did, this is fucked up. And this is indisputable once again with Dr. Rishi. So let's go ahead. Right outside of Houston. Yeah, they love choking motherfucker. Listen to this. Yeah, and you gotta understand, this is, their insurance is going to take care of that. This is not, you know, uh, punishing the guy who did this directly, the one that's directly responsible. All right, that would send a whole different message. But again, these people are shielded. All right, this whole system is set up. Again, who's the main target? Jake. All right, and they'll handle Jake a certain way, and you know. One of them has to get way out of line and for them to do some shit like that. Or it may be that one that looks like them has a certain kind of spirit that doesn't vibe with them. Because that's another thing we try to tell you people. Just because someone looks a certain way, that doesn't mean, all right, that they are that people that they look like. All right, there's a spirit element to this. All right. So in that, I really don't have anything else. But the first one here, again, these are them folks. All right, they don't give a shit. They don't give about about their own, really. The scriptures on that, he who is. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Okay, let's see. Alright, here it is. This is going to be, alright, Sirach 14 and 5. Yeah, this thing is sensitive. Alright, here we go. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. There is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. He don't care. This is how he was created. All right. 7. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. It's much been talked about this movie that recently came out about what is it? Oh man, what is the name of that movie? About it takes place in Oklahoma. Let's see. Oh man. I hope I got the right one. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Oh boy. Damn it. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Alright, scroll way on down here. Alright. Oh, he did. Let's see. I think I got the wrong one here. Let's see. Green Grace. Oh, See, I didn't see it. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Had the wrong actor, Salaki. Let's see. Killers of the Flower Moon. Now you need to know, I haven't seen this. Let's see. But yeah, no wonder I had a whole different. Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know why I said Matt Damon, but anyway, there was another movie way back in the day that I saw, and it's called The FBI Story, and it covered this. The FBI Story. This is his wickedness, you know. That's my point in bringing this up. He's never going to change, and this was 1959, and this racist ass James Stewart. All right, Jimmy Stewart. Yeah, this person here about this agent. This is one of the cases that he worked, and that's why I was like, that story sounds familiar. And these people here long since dead, but yeah. And I remember in this movie seeing this. All right. But it goes into that. This is, you know, like it says, if he do it good, he does it unwillingly. One of the instances that was described here is when they moved Gad onto some land that they thought was no good, but it was later proven that, well, they were sitting on a gold mine, well, oil, but you know, and this is what they were doing in order to try to get that, steal that wealth, like they're expert at, you know. Yeah, so you need to know that Killers of the Flower Moon, I couldn't remember the damn title at the time. I don't know why I thought about Matt Damon, but anyway, goes to show you I didn't see it. Anyway, so yeah, the FBI Story, 1959. All right. So yeah, so that's going to be it on this. This is who you're dealing with. That's why he's called the devil. He's a liar and deceiver, you know, and he's going down. Trust me on that. Hey, so with that, once again, I hope whoever views this is, of course, edified. That's what we aim to do here at Great Millstone. Try to educate you as to, you know, what's going on in the world that you otherwise may not have paid attention to, because, hey, let's face it, a lot of jakes, they're all about having fun and, you know, trying to get that home and a white picket fence and, you know, trying to prosper here. But we're trying to let you know, hey, this shit is coming to the end sooner rather than later. All right, so hey, get your affairs in order with the Most High. Try to get yourself right, because bottom getting ready to fall out this bitch. All right, and like I said, sooner than you think. All right, so this is all prepared, and I'm trying to get you prepared. Isaiah 33:6, you know. All right, so with that, to the next video. Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom.